Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about why I decided to wean my baby and how my first day went. So I'm going to try to keep you guys updated, maybe do my hardest days. I'm going to try to upload them for you guys so that for all you weaning mommies, you guys are not alone. I'm here. Okay, so I decided yesterday, throughout the morning, he didn't ask me for boob or anything. He woke up, around 9 in the morning, and he was fine. He ate food, and he was good throughout the day. I had to go to the doctor early yesterday, and my mother-in-law, she watched him. And then I got home, I cleaned the room, and I helped her out a little bit outside doing the chores around the house and everything. And then I went to the dentist. So the whole day yesterday I wasn't able to breastfeed him at all. So at the doctor, the reason why I went to the doctor yesterday was because this month I got my period 3 times, and the doctor told me that it was due to the progesterone in my pills. So she told me if I wanted to try something with estrogen as well, and when that happened, that just got in my head, and I was just like, I think it is time to stop breastfeeding him, and I'm gonna give it a try. So I told my husband, I was like, I'm gonna try to wean him off, so you're gonna help me out. And I just said I'm gonna wean him off, and I just put it in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna try to do it and see how this goes. So my baby was a 24-hour, I was like his buffet. Like, he was like, whenever he wanted boob, he would get boob. And it was so hard on me because, I wanted to get things done, and it was just so hard because he just wanted to be with me. So I thought it was going to be a total disaster, and I thought, oh my God, he is not going to want to stop, breastfeeding. So how am I going to do this? I started looking up so many videos, and I was just like, I need help, I need people to help me, what was their process and all of that stuff. And I started looking, and, I was encouraging myself. I was like, yeah, I got this, So I just kept telling him, no, baby, there's no boobie, there's an ouchie on the boobie. So, no chichita, because he calls it chichita. So he was like, ouchie, ouchie. I'm like, yeah, ouchie. So he was okay with it. I would give him milk or food, and he was fine until the night came. So I was in the restroom, and he loves to go in the restroom with me. So he was in the restroom with me, and I was like, what am I going to do, So I put on some band-aids on my boobs, and I told him, and I showed him a picture on my phone. I looked up like a cut or something, and he seen blood, and I told him, look, I was like, this is the ouchie I have on my boob. And I showed him the band-aids on my nipples, and I was like, look, ouchie. I was like, you want chichita? I was like, you want it? He was like, no. He was like, no, mom, no, ouchie, ouchie. And then I was like, oh, this is gonna work perfectly. And when I got out, my husband, he was like, okay. He's like, I'm just gonna go outside really quick, and I'll be back in, and I'll help you put him to sleep. And I was like, okay. And I just laid with him, and he was telling me, I want chichita. And his dad came in, and he laid down with us, and he was just like, no, baby, mommy has an ouchie, and you can't drink the ouchie because ew, like, it's ill. And he was like, ew. And I was like, yeah, ew. And he was like, ew, mommy, ouchie, ew. So it was perfect. We started watching cartoons, and we were cuddling with him and everything. And he was just so mad. He was mad because he wasn't getting his way, and he wanted his boob. He wanted to go to sleep. He was so exhausted, but he wanted his boob. So I just kept telling him, no, baby, and I kept patting his stomach or just patting his leg, and I was just determined to not give him boob. So it was like between 1 to 2 minutes, he was completely asleep. He was watching TV, and he just fell asleep. And I was like, oh, this was easy. So he went to sleep, and I just flipped him over because he was on my arm. I flipped him over, and I flipped to the other side, and I fell asleep. So around 2 in the morning, he woke up again to breastfeed. And I let him know. I was like, there's no more chichita. You want milk? You want juice? You want water? What do you want? And he was like, no. He was just so frustrated, so mad. He just wanted his boob. And I told him no. I was like, look, it has an ouchie. And I would show him the band-aid. He was like, no, quito, quito. He's like, quito, ouchie, quito. He wanted me to remove the band-aid, and I was so close to giving up. I was just like, I'm just gonna take it off, you know. I can't see him frustrated so much, but the band-aid wouldn't come off my boob. So I was like no. Like, you know what? I was like, no, there's no more boobie. Do you want milk? I was like, are you hungry? I was like, do you want water? Do you want juice? Okay, we can watch TV together. And I was just patting his back. He was so mad. He wanted nothing to do with me. He didn't want me to touch him at all. He was just super mad. He was like, no, no. And he was just, he didn't cry, but he was pissed off. So I was like, it's okay. I was like, go to sleep. You're fine. You're fine. And I stayed up with him for about an hour and a half. And he finally, the sleep got to him and he fell asleep again. And I was like, what? I did it again. I struggled a little bit more, but you know, I got through it. And he woke up again like around 5. So I wake up around 4:30 to cook my husband lunch and put everything, because he leaves at 5:30, so I get everything ready beforehand. And he woke up and my husband was sleeping with him, so I heard him waking up in the kitchen, but I was like, I'm just gonna not pay attention to him, maybe he'll go back to sleep. So when I came in the room, my husband had him around his arm and he was asleep with my husband. So he put him to sleep. He took care of that. I'm sorry if you guys hear any noise. My son is playing, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to talk a little bit louder so you guys can hear me. So that was dealt with. And then when my husband left at 5:30, I laid back down and I, you know, he was sleeping. So around 6 or 7 in the morning, he woke up again and he wanted boob. And I told him, no, baby. I was like, you know what? Mommy has an ouchie and there's no more boobie. Boobie's gone. They, you know, the monsters ate the boobie. So he fussed a little bit. Or whatever. He tried to cry a little bit, but, you know, he fell back to sleep. He just wanted me to pet him. And we were done. So after that, he woke up at 9 and he was fine. I cooked him breakfast and all of that stuff, and he was just done really, he's done really, really good. As for me, you know, I don't feel sore. Like, I feel like my breasts are really full right now, but I'm not in pain. I'm not in discomfort or anything like that. I know tomorrow I will, because today is my first day, my first night. You know, I'll see how the next days go, but as for now, you know, I struggled a little bit, but, you know, it's better for him to get off of it already, because he doesn't need my boob. He's not getting any nutrition from it anyways. It's just kind of like he wants me to be there with him all the time, all the time. He doesn't nurse for 20 minutes. He nurses for an hour and a half. Like, and like every 2 hours, that's a lot for me to handle, because I have things to do. He doesn't enjoy playing because he wants boob. Yes, baby. Yeah? You know, and we're doing just fine, and I think we're gonna stick through it, and hopefully you guys follow me through this journey and see how things turn out. And if you guys have any like suggestions on how to prevent my breast from hurting, or how, you know, to help my baby out and all of that stuff, you know, I am a first-time mom and I'm doing this for the very first time, and it is difficult because you don't want to see your baby suffer, you don't want to see your baby cry, but you know, it's something that has to be done, and I'm ready for it, and he's ready for it too, because he didn't cry at all. He was more pissed off because mommy wasn't doing what he wanted mommy to do, and that's not right. So I just want to have a good memory of me breastfeeding for this long, not a bad one, because you do get frustrated, you know, you do love the bond that you have with your child, but it does get overwhelming at times. So I'm just gonna keep recording for you guys and telling you guys how I feel, how my baby did, what helped him, you know, you need to learn how to comfort your child in any way possible. As for me, he loves us being with him, watching TV, cuddling him. So that's something that comforts him. And, you know, whatever helps your child. Mine, he drinks whole milk. He drinks whole milk, so that fills his tummy. You know, he eats perfectly fine. He's eating really good. Just make sure you know what your baby wants. If it's a binky, if it's a blanket, if it's a bottle, whatever you're trying to do with your child, that's up to you. I don't want my child to get attached to a bottle or anything like that. That's why I'm not trying that. But he is old enough to drink out of a cup, so that's what we're doing. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys liked this video and found it a little bit helpful. And I will be uploading a couple more days, whatever I feel is like necessary to like explain my process to you guys. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys like this video, and I will be getting up a couple videos for you guys besides these. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.